Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See me being a father, see me hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try your little father time with me, with me, with me. Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See me being a father, see me hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me.
Welcome back to another episode of Father Time with De'Meco Blair, a podcast where we talk about balancing fatherhood, relationships, careers, and passions. I'm De'Meco, resident dad to a wackadoo toddler, and this week I got Mayari to sit down and watch, as of just today, a Goofy movie. Like, she's locked in, and I'm just like beyond proud because, as you know, like, Goofy movie is a black movie, like, and it's peak Disney.
Disney's
Now,
first black family right there.
Exactly. And if you didn't know, you'll know now. It's also low-key a Filipino movie.
Oh,
So you remember the nerd at the beginning of, "Hey, yo, Stacy, talk to me, talk to me.
He is Filipino. He's Filipino.
Yeah, Dante Basco. Yeah.
He's also
Dante
the voice of the kid in the Jackie Chan Dragon movie or TV show on Disney. I have to think of that name.
I mean, I know he's Prince Zuko in Avatar, and he's also the actor Rufio from Hook, 90s classic.
American Dragon.
American Dragon. Oh, that is him.
Yeah, right.
That was a good.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, Dante Basio. Is
Dante Basco.
Jake Long.
Shout him out, man. Yeah, that's so that's like Goofy movies, like, peak everything about me, black Filipino, and it's 90s nostalgia.
It's
up and down that thing.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie, dog.
Like, I was literally singing every song, quoting the whole thing, and Mary's like in awe of all of that. Like, yeah, Tevin Campbell, all of it. So,
yeah, for sure.
She's locked in.
And I'm the player partner host of the Motion Country Cousin Blair, aka Sir Winnie, father to the 8-year-old who just got her first La Boo Boo today. But it's more of a gift for her accepting the fact that we are going to be going down the path of homeschooling from now on. And I kind of want her to like look at it as like homeschooling as a we get to and not a punishment. Just like the pod, like, we get to come on here every Thursday and talk about how being a father is awesome, and we get to do it with you guys. So thank you for always being here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and leave comments down below. Got the in and out the way early.
Let's do it.
I did end up calling you though today, and I got a chance to see like right off the high of them watching the Disney movie. Mayari still, in her words, more goofy. So it was super cool. It sounded like she wanted more fucking goofy. With the week that it is being, with today being Juneteenth, happy Juneteenth to everyone out there. Those things are never not noticed. We are all in this together, and we are definitely proud to be where we are and come from where we've come from. Having absolutely nothing and still surviving in America today is insanely powerful. So shout out to all my black parents out there, my black men, women, children, babies, all that good shit like that. So
major shout out.
Yeah. Miko, this week, who do you have for, and I was kind of told a little bit that this was like an emotional one, so who is this week's emotional Forgotten Fictional Father?
So, if we remember, probably a few episodes ago, we kind of talked about, like, my birthing story, or Kate's birthing story. I watched this movie before Mayari was born. And it's a recent movie, a name that no one would mention because of how recent it is. Matthew Loughlin, played by Kevin Hart in his 2021 Netflix movie called Fatherhood. And he plays a character whose wife is pregnant, and complications of a C-section, he ends up losing his wife. Daughter is stillborn, and just having to raise that child on his own when friends and family think he's too immature to raise her. he's busy at work. He's then busy trying to balance some sort of like physical relationship or new relationship. And yeah, it's just it. I think it might be the best movie to show for expecting parents because everyone's providing their own little piece of advice, and it's only going to be applicable. Like only you know how to parent your kid the way that you want to parent your kid. And one quote that really kind of stuck with me was you got to let go. You got to surrender to being a parent because the moment you have whatever high strung values you have, you're going to meet an immovable force in that toddler or that baby that don't really care what you have to say. They're going to cry in the middle of the night. And so it did paint a good picture of that frustration that you would have as a new parent of the uncontrollable crying, like, hey, what worked yesterday don't work today. And like, how do you adapt to that? And so I think going back to the core of the fictional fathers list that we talk about, like it's a good realistic example of how to kind of take it all in stride. Even when, I mean, most men, we're immature. Like, I think we coined the phrase of you're never really ready to be a parent because like nigga, none of us are really ready to be a parent.
Yeah, no, not from the bat.
But I was talking to Kate about this, and especially for this movie, he's forced to being a single dad, and like he didn't have the crib ready, and all those things. That's what I told Kate. I'm like, obviously, I knew I had help with Mayari. Obviously, Kate is still very much in that picture. Like we're a family. But I operated in the sense of like, I gotta be able to do it on my own because if like Kate is bedridden or obviously, I mean, we talk about it. There was a scary time where I thought that I could have lost my wife. And I looked like I can't do this alone. Mayari deserves so much. And I was like, man, like to put myself in those shoes, hypothetically, we don't joke about like PTSD at all, but I was like experiencing hypothetical PTSD rewatching this movie, kind of putting myself in that realm. And that's just, it was really moving to watch. And this is when you texted me last night, go to sleep. This is why I couldn't go back to sleep because I was over here watching this movie.
Great pick. Haven't watched the movie, but I mean, I'll have to check out. I mean, I've seen the clips, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I haven't sat and watched it myself. But yeah, great fucking pick. Fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Whoa. Before we go any further, huge thanks to the Father Time fam for tuning in. We seriously appreciate you exploring the wild world of fatherhood with us. Enjoying this episode? Then hit that subscribe button right now. Seriously, it's the best way to support the channel and make sure that you're always on time for Father Time. We wouldn't want you to miss out on a single dose of laughter or proud dad talk. Oh, you got a question or a story? Drop it in the comments. And for more content, be sure to follow us at Father Time Pod on all socials. All right, now back to the episode. Peace.
So, homeschooling.
Yep, definitely. Didn't really want to go into public school in the first place. Not to any teachers out there. Shout out to my dog Eddie. Shout out to Kate. Shout out to my dog Josh. He's a teacher, so like the public school system needs guys and people like them. But yeah, not me. So we've allowed that to like kind of happen in Penelope's. Enjoyed school for the aspect of friends, but when you ask her, you know, how's the day going, or even things like what's your favorite part of school, it's usually lunch or it's something like playing around with her friends. And then walked into the classroom a couple of times just to see what it looks like. It's like 32 kids in that class. They're all loud. The teacher truly doesn't have the reins of her own emotions. So trying to get 30 kids to all be on the same page is a little difficult for her, and it's not a knock to her. But being a teacher, she's looking for the kids who need the most help, and she's trying to assist and guide the kids who already kind of got it together. And the kids who are the distraction kids usually tend to get on teachers' nerves a little bit. And I know my daughter has a little difficulties paying attention because she is my kid. But also there's some learning, like it takes her a little bit to actually like want to get into the flow of learning. In a normal classroom setting, that's not going to work easy. Everybody can't go at the pace of one kid. We got to go at the pace of all or the majority. So seems like this last year we've got a lot of like emails or even like quote unquote concerns from the teachers. Then we go up there to try and talk to the teachers about what those concerns are, and it seems to be they don't truly have it under control in the classroom in general, so they can't have a kid who needs a little bit more attention, who needs probably a classroom that has a bonus teacher in it, like she did last year. She needs stuff like that. So with homeschooling, it's kind of in the vein of like we're all on the same page. Myself, her mom, and then the bonus parents, we're all going to have like a schedule set up. We're all going to be able to teach her, take her places, and learn in more of a real life setting, and not have her learn unnecessary bullshit, but also teach her real life experiences that would correlate to being a decent human being.
Sure.
Yeah, so it was just a hard pill for her to get because she looks at it as a punishment, like we're taking away from her friends. And in a sense, yeah, we are, because you're not supposed to go to school to make friends. I don't care what parent says what or who says what. It's a non-negotiable. You leave the house for 8 hours, I should be able to see some results, or at least have you tell me with a little bit of purpose more than I had a good day at school. And the place that we're going to, I think they should have one in every school, or every state should have something like this, because it's a public school that allows you, the parent, to teach them, and the kid comes to the school twice a week in the development classes, and 3 times a week during like the high school age. During the developmental classes, and throughout the entire school, they all learn Latin, which for new parents and for parents who are having a difficulty with their children reading and or trying to like understand words, Latin is the greatest thing to kind of work out with, because it breaks down the meaning of the word. So even if you don't know what the word is, you know the meaning of the word. So it helps out. Yep. So they teach Latin. They also focus their curriculum on not learning, not hearing to respond, but learning to ask questions. So they are building up a group of why, or why do you think that? And not in a disrespectful why, but in a way of challenging all thought processes, because the way that you think, I think, and my next one, everything are all different. So to have that curiosity of, well, what makes you think that way? And then to stand firm in your position of, oh, that's cool. I don't necessarily believe that, but that's nice for you. That's what, I mean, at least the 2 times that I've been down there, it's looked like that in other classrooms. So, yeah, so we're going to be doing that. And it's a year-round school as well. So she has like 2 weeks on, 1 week off throughout the month. We can do this shit anywhere. They actually pay us to take her on vacations. There's like a fund that the parents get. So we can take her places, not vacations, field trips. So we can take her places. If she ends up knocking out certain points at the school, they take them on like a big ass trip to, like right now, school is almost out here in the state of Oregon. When the last day of school hits, those kids will be going to Rome.
Oh, cool.
For like a week and a half.
Yeah, like an enrichment trip. That's
dope.
Dope.
So like shit like that is kind of like in the, like where I want her to be. Because it also affords her the luxuries and the abilities to learn from other people, learn from different backgrounds, and not just the kids in her direct region. It'll be beneficial for her moving forward. It's going to be harder for us as parents, because nigga, now we got to learn to then educate. But I think it's best for us to take our daughter's education in our own hands.
You were homeschooled.
Big
so
facts.
like there's a base of that, and so I'm curious, because that's obviously your history. You kind of knew that realm. Was this something that you had to convince Penelope's mom with, or that y'all were kind of on the same page? Or
no. I had to sell these motherfuckers on that. She's in the 3rd grade. I've been having to sell them on that since like kindergarten, pre-K.
Sure.
And honesty moment, or Hannah, you, if you're watching this, you understand we've had the honest conversation. It was Hannah getting in her own way of not wanting to learn. She didn't want to take the, all right, I need to learn to then like teach our kids. She did, like, that was her biggest thing. It's like, but then I have to do it. And what if I don't get it? And then I feel dumb. Like, it was not just on you. You have a team of us that we all can have a teacher meeting to figure out if we all feel right on this, and then we go off and educate the little homie on it. But to sit and like just be lazy without, and if we are wrong and it's too much and we don't see any change, send her ass back to school. There's always that option. But I think it's like you said, it's if it starts at home and the teachers are saying like, what can we do, or what can you do to tell us, or what can you do to help us? I got you. I'll just take her back.
Yeah.
I'll just take her ass back. She'll be at the barbershop. She'll be at her mom's job or her mom's house learning. She'll be at our house learning. We'll go up to OSME Center up in Portland, which is the Oregon Science M&I Center. I don't know what the fuck's actually called. But it's I know science.
A lot of letters.
I know science. They got like they do every like almost year round. They have some type of dinosaur exhibit. There's like Lego exhibits on like the human body and shit like that. So like you literally science class could be at OMSI every single fucking day, and she would learn something new every single fucking day. We would get lost in it there. Same thing with like teaching her, like going to the U of O here. She could send into a college class right now on Black history or what it means to be Black in America. Right now, at the age of 9, that can happen for her. Because it happened for me. I went to Northwestern and sat in classes there. I went to Chicago State and sat in classes in there. That was my education, was high school learning or college learning in a middle school, high school setting. So at this point, we should be teaching our youngins how to actually be what Whitney Houston called the future. And not saying that your public school can't do it, because you might go to a beautiful public school that has like mad Black teachers, and it's on Booker Washington, or it's called Booker T. Washington High School on MLK Boulevard at the adjacent streets of Malcolm X. We don't have that here. Yeah. I am her Malcolm X, nigga.
Shout out Hyde Park, Bronzeville area, because that's all of it.
Kenwood Academy. Literally, Kenwood Academy East, Kenwood Academy West, nigga. It's the same school, just on different sides of the block type shit. Like, they literally work their asses off at making sure that they educate these people to know where they're at. My daughter is a very mixed child, white passing mixed child at that. She doesn't know the difference of like, yo, I'm a Black kid. I have to get like scarily angry talking to her about that. Like, no, nigga, you're Black. You can't walk around and be as fugazi or as airbrained.
So homeschooling Poppy, and we kind of touched on the fact that our kids are both multiracial, multicultural, predominantly white passing. Mine more than yours. And you talk to her with a level of, I don't want to say anger, but intensity about, nah, nigga, you Black. And just kind of having those conversations with Kate, especially with some of the people that I have in my life. I'm like, some folks aren't used to knowing. My whole life, I was told I had to be twice as good.
Yep. You damn right.
Like, there's something about that, being told that at a very young age, especially playing golf, especially going to private schools. I know that's the same for you and what your experience was as a kid. Like, you were told that in a different light, but I was like, hey, there's only one scholarship for Black folks on a golf team. You got to be twice as good as these white boys. Like, I was told that consistently. So that's why I worked at it. There's that grit inside of me that I know will come out in those moments for Mayari in parenting her, because I'm like, that's like, we just talked about it very quickly. Like, did you have a dad? That was your experience of fatherhood. That's my experience of fatherhood. That's what I know to be natural. And wanting Mayari to have that sort of chip on her shoulder of like, no, I gotta be as good. And like you kind of talk about it, like, I don't want her to be entitled. Like she will have a sense of privilege because her Black experience won't be the traditional. It won't be my Black experience.
Yeah.
It won't be your Black experience. It'll be something very different that she'll have to figure out and navigate on her own. That I won't really be able to give her the complete roadmap. I can give her my version of it, but I'm not white passing. She's gonna have to navigate some shit. But I want her to have that grit of like, you gotta work for it. And literally just talk to Kate about it. I'm like, I don't know what it look. You, Blair, you can attest. My baby girl, she amazing. She's
my
amazing.
Girl.
Like
That's
big
my
talk,
girl.
Mayari,
That's my Mayari.
Mayari, you are everything to me.
Damn right.
I was talking to Kate and I was like, I don't know what it looks like to have a multiracial child who's predominantly white passing that grows up on the south side of Chicago in Hyde Park, goes to Kenwood. I don't know what that type of attitude looks like because she's over here playing with my heartstrings of like, bro, before this episode, she was like, Papa, where are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm going to record. I got to call Uncle Bill. No, Uncle Bill. No, Uncle Bill. Like, she's trying to manipulate me to miss the show. And we did the ballerina dance that we always do. Like, we're good. We're good.
Right.
But I don't know what it looks like for her to be all of these things and to grow up on the south side of Chicago. And I was telling Kate, I'm like, what does that look like? What does that version look like as an adult? And she's like, probably throw like Tori Kelly with Keke Palmer. And I'm like, I would sprinkle a little Issa Rae creativity in there too. And I'm like, that's Mayari. That's who I got. And we haven't even hit on athletics yet.
Yeah, right. Like those are all personalities and creatives. That's not an athlete touched at all, bro. It's crazy, right?
She gonna grow up being white passing, knowing what Italian Fiesta is. Come on now.
I think that's what, like when you were saying that it kind of rehashed some thoughts and like images of like how I've done it, and I know that I'm getting better at it now. Beforehand, I was very like legit like militant on her because I want her to understand exactly the position that she holds. Like what you just said is like you have to, like, you're gonna get things are going to be handed to you just because like you're a pretty girl and all those things, but you gotta work 2 times harder, bro. Like, and it's because I still want you to have that work ethic that I have. I want you to still have that attitude and the grit that I have. It's not as, she's not on the south side of Chicago out here. Not at all.
You are the south side of Chicago. Like you
for everybody out here, damn near. But no, she has to, like, I want her to still have and she does, like, her attitude is still like, I mean, if there was moments when she was growing up, I'd be looking at him like fucking around with her. I'm like, what are you staring at? She's like, what are you staring at? Like, what, you trying to fight or something? She's like, yeah, let me finish eating.
Hold this. Let's go.
Yeah, I just gotta get my energy up. Let me finish these dino nuggies and we can get the scrapping instantly. And she'll like walk up on me like I'm fucking her like and I sit back down and she'll get done and she's like, she'll sit next to me, she's like, I thought we were gonna fight. It's like, okay, cool. So like she still has it in her, but like I don't wanna raise her to be overly aggressive in her position of being a like proud Black woman. That's already a negative stereotype. And I mean, again, if we speaking facts, we're gonna speak facts on this beautiful Juneteenth. That's the argument when it comes to, the dual-sided coin when it comes to Andrew Reese in the WNBA. You can't, if you say something negative about her, you're racist. If you're Black, you're anti-Black. You hate Black women. And if you speak positive about her, you're pandering. But it's because of her attitude. People hate her attitude. She has this brash attitude. And I'm like, that's odd as fuck, because the attitude comes from the white girl from Iowa. Like, she has the attitude. She's pushing niggas and then walking away talking shit. And believe me, when you hear these words, these are, because some of y'all are hearing, y'all not seeing me. When you hear these words, I am all for this shit. I am trying to get people in the barbershop and everyday life to understand the WNBA is less than 30-something years old. So right now the WNBA is in there. If we wanted to rush it, if we want to rush viewership, this could be the Larry Bird, Magic Johnson era, except for they play in the same division, the same side of they are a state away.
Yeah. That's the second time we use that comparison in two episodes. I love it.
Legit is, bro.
But it's fact. That's closer than Tiger and Phil. That's definitely closer.
Yeah, way closer, way closer.
Indiana is the constant, and the player in Indiana is white.
Yeah, and the constant in the big city was the black kid with the attitude, with the smile. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it definitely works out. And for me, again, it's like, I think this is needed because the next wave of WNBA players, Juju, is going to be that Michael Jordan era. And then from there, you get the Kobe Bryant and the Shaq era. Then you get the LeBron.
That's so true.
Era.
Like, you get I didn't really now. Like, I didn't really even think about it. Like, we're about to experience that same wave of culture and just
explosion
of talent. Oh, that. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've always been excited to be a girl dad, but like that, I think is probably the most exciting thing for me is that Mayari and Poppy will have these examples, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like to think that Mayari will see, and I mean, I don't know. She might see herself in Serena Williams. I don't know, but like to know that that's the type of greatness that has existed. Like she won't know a world where the glass ceiling hasn't had to be broken through yet, you know, like she will have seen an example.
Yep.
She would have seen an example.
And that's right now what I'm doing with Goose, and showing her Najari down in Texas Tech. I've been showing Penelope her, a lot. I think if I'm not mistaken, she's from Arkansas, blanking on her name, but this girl gets pitched around. They call her the Barry fucking Bonds of softball. But these are things that like we get to show our daughters, like the explosion of women's sports is more prevalent in right now because so many people are wanting to be a part of it. Because my daughter is the next generation. That LeBron James you're talking about, I'm creating it right now in a fucking lab. The nigga's out there right now doing 150 Drew Hills a day. She's gonna be dunking on niggas.
Drew Hills.
Tell me what you want. But yeah, so like we're in the infancy of this sport. We're in the infancy of there's now a national softball league. There's a national women's soccer league. Shout out to the Portland Thorns. So there's so many different things that are geared towards our women that we shouldn't negate them for having attitude. And that goes back and wraps it up to back what we were talking about before. Our daughters are going to be those little girls that have attitude, and they shouldn't be afraid to have the attitude that they have, the brashness that they have, and the pride that they have in themselves, because you, small-minded, weak-hearted, white, black, Asian, Hispanic man can't handle it. And that's putting a bow on it. Father time, bitch. And if you got a problem with me, please come find me.
Segues perfectly into the video that we got queued up from the man Josh Cribbs. Should we push our children to greatness against their will if we know that they're talented? That's the premise of this video.
Should I sacrifice a great relationship with my children in order to see them succeed in the future? I'd rather be hated. Hey, son, you ain't gotta like me. Long as you successful, I done my job. Long as you turn out to be him, I done my job. My glory is watching you become something great. Sports or no sports.
What's kind of crazy is when you think about that and when you hear that video, if anybody who's like kind of, I guess, like more current into basketball right now, shout out to the Knicks. They did a great job of making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, losing to the Indiana Pacers. But Jalen Brunson kind of said that as well. He said that in the interview, his dad told him that he could have two things. So in life, you're going to have girls, you're going to have you're going to have friends, you're going to have sports, you're going to have school. Two of those things are constant. So like the one thing that you are going to do is school. And then you have to pick, do you want to be popular or do you want to be good at a sport? And he said that his dad kind of gave him the game plan of like, yo, if you're good in school and you're good at your game, you're going to have friends throughout that process and you have the right type of friends. And that's very true. Big facts right there. Shout out to Papa Brunson. But it goes into this a lot as well, because that's something that that's the conundrum, like he said, that I'm living with in my own life, especially going into having Penelope all the time at home. What does her PE with dad look like? What does training look like? Like, what is that? I know, again, we've talked about it on the show, I think last week or the week before last. She wants to dance, dude. Like, that's her thing. She wants to be a cheerleader. She wants to dance. Mom and I want her to play basketball, softball. Alma wants her to do volleyball because baby girl did that. So there's things, man, that I want to do. And I'm like, I know that if we don't do it right now in a expedited way, in a disciplined way, a very like super focused way, we'll be behind the curve a little bit more than the average bear. Where if you guys were to start picking up on these things now, making her hit, like not like making her, but making hitting fun every day, or making running around the track fun every day, and then that goes into creating a workout routine, right? So if you do it younger, I feel like it's easier because they just feel like it's something that we've always been doing. But right now, with me needing to expedite it, it's hard for me because I'm like, dog, I want her to get into sports because I can see it. I know, especially here in Oregon, there ain't no fucking talent out here. So if you got a hard attitude and you can actually play the sport, that's a scholarship waiting to happen. Nigga, my pockets is thanking you because we ain't got to pay for school.
Yeah. What did Paul Walker say in Too Fast and Furious?
Pockets ain't empty, cuz. And we ain't hungry no more either, bruh.
Pockets ain't hungry no more, cuz.
Yeah, pockets ain't hungry no more, cuz. We ain't hungry
no more.
Hey, so cuz, shout out to Paul Walker. So, do I want to push Penelope? Fuck yes, because I know what could happen. I know how easy it is for her, but I also want her to like be bit by the love of the game like I was. I want her to like watch a player, to find like a game, a highlight, to be like, oh fuck, what is that feeling? Like, what's that fluttering here?
Sure.
Why do I feel nervous when I watch this sport? Why do I feel nervous when I think about this? Like, I want her to have that on her own. So he's right. Like, do you push him? Do you not push him? I think
it is.
It's a weird place to live. You do. I think you got to push him.
Conundrum is the proper word used.
I want you to be better than me, bro. So I need to push you because I know where I fucked up. You don't know where you're gonna fuck up, but I know it. I can see it from a bird's eye view. The eye and the sky don't lie.
You can at least prevent her to make the same fuck ups that you made.
Try to.
Exactly. And then now you got not only your eyes, but hers, Hannah's, Alma's, Ryan. You got these extra set of eyes, like you say, your bonus family, that village, looking all at the same thing. Obviously, you talk about with the homeschooling, like now they're all kind of providing some insight on the roadmaps on where people got stumbled up to provide you the path of least resistance. She's going to experience her own form of friction.
Yeah, for sure.
That's going to make her who she is. But at least you won't have to see him like, damn, I could have prevented that mistake because that was a mistake I made. You know, like that you would. Yeah, that's I think it's a big thing.
I think. Sorry to cut you off, but I think it's what the fear that you have in the long run about Rari in general is me when it comes to Penelope Sports or Poppy Sports. Excuse me. I'm like I know what could happen, so I want to walk you through this very tight. I want you to think that you're walking through this lane on your own, but like I'm just closing the fucking hallway to make it one way for you. Like I want to helicopter parent the fuck out of Penelope or Poppy's sporting career, but I can't.
I think
I gotta just let it go.
I
right?
think it's what we're
And
talking.
I think this is when Coach Kate comes into play.
Yeah, where now you've tailored the path to be with a coach or a professional that has the same thought in mind. And so this is where my thought process on the video, because I've had this conversation with Kate, kind of going back to like growing up, knowing that I needed to be twice as good. Kate was just good at softball, but there was not that underlying racial motivation of needing to be twice as good.
Yeah.
She was just good. I'm not going to take anything away. Like, she's got records at her high school, at the college she played at. Like, she is a beast.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, like she holds records. Like,
And she's a fucking dope ass coach. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kenwood.
So like knowing that I have that gear of like being able to really push, like without like, you know, like I've got that rocky grit, you know, like let's get dirty, let's get in the mud and get this, you know, like there is that there. Not to say that Kate doesn't have that, but I feel like I tap into it
all the time,
regularly, you know, right? Like
it pisses me off because you literally, not pisses me off, sorry, but like you have the mama mentality.
I was supposed to be a lot better at golf than what I was. Like there is that. I wish my dad started earlier, but going back to like making sure that Poppy finds it fun and what that connection, the butterflies are. I didn't love golf because I loved golf.
You
loved golf.
Your dad.
Exactly. There was an emotional tension. I noticed that when I did good or I had a good swing, my dad smiled. Not that he was pushing me to make a good swing. There was joy in the memories that I learned how to play the game. And then I got hungry to just want to be better and competing with grown men like my dad on putting contests, chipping contests, out of the bunker shots, like just really wanting to be good and beat the grown men that I was competing against. I don't know what that journey looked like for Kate, but I like whatever Mayari wants to do, we're fucking doing it because I'm passionate about her. Would I love it to be golf? Sure, because Papa wants a new set of irons. You know, like I would like that, but like that's not
scholarship.
To see her smile, doing like like softball national championship, to see her compete with her friends, her teammates, like to see her, that joy. Oh my God, that is everything. Like I get the whole idea that Josh Gribbs' like, my job is to get that glory. I'm like, yes, like that's the delayed gratification for me. But to kind of put a bow on it for me with that conversation that I've had with Kate is I will only push Mayari as much as she's told me she's wanted to get, as far as she's wanted to get.
Yes.
I told my dad, I want to be the next Tiger. So
I know
he gave
me.
I can do like what you're saying. I can push you as hard as I can, knowing the things that I know about physical fitness and hiring the best golf instructor. Like he didn't try to teach me the game. He tried to get me with the best golf instructors in Chicago. And then he just doubled down on whatever they were teaching me. And then he was like, all right, now they can teach you how to swing the club. I'm going to give you some competitive edge from a nigga from Inglewood. I will only push Mayari as far as she says, hey, Papa, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Say less. I will go all in. Talked about it with Kate today. I was like, hey, I think I want to do podcasting. And then fast forward to where we are right now. I've watched the YouTube videos. I've watched the tutorials. I'm plugged in. I got you back into the chair and like.
You got me out of retirement, y'all.
Bro.
You did. Bro, I was so happy not doing this shit. Let me tell y'all, full screen. I was so happy not doing this shit. And then this nigga hit me with I think it's fatherhood. I think we talk about fatherhood. I think that's our niche.
Bro, that's why I try so hard.
You got me.
Because I want to make it fun for you, bro.
No, you have no. You have
you know what I'm saying.
This is our transparency moment on the pod in real time because that was a great moment. You have, nigga. You've gotten me to do things that I would have never done for my own podcast, or if it was just me doing this shit dolo. You've gotten me to like be more creative, to think about the creativity. Do I pull that fucking trigger? No, because I'll be helling. Like right now, I got my It's Thursday video right here, ready in the dongle, ready to go in the PC. I have not sent that over to you because I'm like, I see it and I'm like, I look corny. But bitch, it's like that. It's like that Kevin Sage video you sent me today. It's not about what, like, once you put it out there on the internet, okay, it's theirs now. It's you might think that's corny, but that might be the dopest thing for somebody else, and we might love this one to death, and nobody gives a fuck about it. Our one video that not like disrespecting Matthew Amayo, shout out to you, brother. You out here in Portland, motherfucker. Next time you're in my state and you don't call me, we fighting. But Matthew Mayo was one of our first guests that we were able to talk about an alternative sport, which was wrestling. If you look at our clips right now on that wrestling video, that's our most viewed and most commented on Instagram post.
Yeah.
Solidly and purely based off of the infamy that is wrestling. You know how many times we were told we fucked up in that video? You didn't do this person, that person, that person. Oh, you guys. Hey, we didn't know the world we walked into, but they accepted our video in their world. So whatever we put out there is, so you have, bro, you fucking made me do this. I'm okay with being in this chair every Thursday. I'm okay with speaking my vulnerabilities of where I feel like I fell off as a dad in the educational realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my vulnerability moment today. Like, I'm talking in like slightly coded terms. I'm just scared as shit, dude. Like, no bullshit. Like, homeschooling this kid is gonna be scary as fuck. Making sure that like she gets everything that she needs is gonna be scary as shit. Because from now on, if she fucks up,
yeah,
you know,
100%.
So it's scary as fuck, dog. So yeah, but like you've helped me understand that doing it scared, but just doing it is better than not doing it at all.
Or trying to be perfect about it.
Ain't no need to be perfect about it. There's no being perfect on the internet is a fucking joke. Because who is that?
Nigga, that's everybody. Nigga, everyone's trying to be perfect. Everyone's trying to have that cute aesthetic and shit. And that's what I have to get rid of. I'm always like, shout out Kier Gaines. I would love to be at his level of, I'm okay doing the dishes and creating content. Nah, nigga, my kitchen got to be clean before I hit record. Like that's.
Hey, brother, I'll be moving dirty dishes out the way to make the video because I'm like, nope, you will see my house nice. Why do you think you got this angle? If I drop this camera down, this shit all over here right now, dude.
This is the one little piece of the
cleanest corner.
I can control this on a very consistent basis. Now, obviously, Mayari does come in more often, where she wants to fiddle around and touch the keyboard and shit. So,
going back to pushing your kids. Sorry, that's what Penelope wants to do. She wants to do this.
We got plenty of clips in the chamber that she can. There's her first semester. There's her first semester worth of work. There it is. We got our first intern. Yeah, love it. I'm gonna start. That is her producer handle. We gonna Poppy.
Intern Poppy.
Yeah, Intern Poppy. Intern Poppy. I'm gonna need you to clip this, Poppy. This right here. So, with it being Juneteenth, I felt that it was only right that we react to this video because this is news to me.
I don't know. Okay.
All right.
What we got?
News to me. Shout out the man, a couple bald-headed brothers, like someone you may know. We talking about Kev on stage and Tony Baker. Chi-Town right there. Here we go.
Did you know that Sweet Baby Ray of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce is white man? What was his name, Leah?
Dave Raymond.
Dave Raymond.
Oh, wasn't nobody calling him Sweet Baby nothing in Illinois.
From Elk Grove, Illinois.
Nah, hell no, man. Hell no.
Sweet Baby Ray is a white man who know his way around that kitchen and know that sauce. I got Sweet Baby Ray's in my
Sweet
house.
Baby Ray
Right
is
there.
good sauce.
Sweet Baby Ray's a great sauce.
Well, I feel like he was like, man, let me put some sass on it.
Nah, I told Tony, maybe a black dude was like, man, what's with it, Sweet Baby Ray?
Nah, man.
Hey, first of all, Tony being shocked that it happened from a basketball court, or not shocked that it happened from a basketball court, but shocked in general is crazy because, like, we be giving white niggas nicknames. Like, if you've ever been white, excuse me, if you are white and you've ever been. Oh shit! Okay, if you are white and you've ever been to a predominantly black basketball run, you know the highest form of compliment is hearing you make a shot and that black man calling you some white professional basketball player's name. I see you, Dirt. I see you, Dirt.
Yeah.
All right, Alex Caruso. Like any of them shit.
All right, JJ. All right, JJ.
Hey, I got JJ. I got JJ ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the highest form of compliments.
I feel like the highest form of a compliment is coming from any black individual. Like,
in general.
I
see you.
I see you, polka dots.
We
Okay.
literally just say the exact thing that we see about you, and we just hype that up. Okay, I see you, crew neck sweater.
So, shout out the youths in Hyde Park that be selling the candy to raise money for their sports teams or whatever have you. But it is a compliment that Kate still references to this day. Walking past on 53rd Street, this little girl was a salesperson. Like, she was just trying to get everyone to buy a candy bar.
Yeah.
And we were walking towards, or Kate was walking towards this girl, and she's like, "Okay, good morning, my beautiful black queen, my beautiful," like, and I was like, Kate ain't never been called queen. Like, obviously they didn't call her. They didn't call her black queen, but they tailored it as soon as they saw Kate. They're like, "Oh, good morning, my beautiful queen," and like I was like, Kate, you ain't never been called queen ever, but I bet it felt good.
Hell yeah.
I bet it felt good.
The greatest compliments come from that auntie looking lady inside the store.
Okay,
handsome.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
All right now.
Hey, yeah, or like hearing your uncle say, "That's you."
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is my girl. What's another crazy known fact, and Kevin Sage is also responsible for this fact, is do you know who Bobby Caldwell is? I keep forgetting why we're loving more. That's a black. No, that's a white man.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I
did not know that up until I saw Kevin Sage talk about it. I thought that was the black man this entire time. I see this white man, and I'm like, what the fuck? You got the white man out here singing the blues? Sounds like he's a G.
A mild inspiration to the soon to be made public look of Sunny D.
Ooh.
Like, that is the type of vibe that we're going for. Like, Sunny D listens to R&B on the golf course. That's it. Like, that's it.
The Bunker Bell. All right, y'all gonna get them soon. Speaking of golf,
let's hear it.
You know what I did?
What'd you do?
I reached out to guests of the show, swing liaison, and coach to professional golfer Aaron Grimes. I hit up Chris Staples, guest of the show, and I was like, "Hey man, can I get a motherfucking lesson from you?" He said yes. We set the lesson up. I was late. He got the text message that said that I was caught in traffic. I was just on BPT. I woke up hella late. Didn't think. I was trying to figure out and me waking up, which course was closest that I could get to in time to like still make it to at least like get something with him. So within 10 minutes of Chris and I being on the range, he told me to set up right in front of myself. He saw my swing, told me to swing a couple with my 9-iron, and he was like, "Hey, so this is what you need to do. Keep that back leg locked into the ground the entire time until you hit the ball. Then once you hit the ball, then you like do like whatever you're going to do with your foot and your hip." When I tell you, every penny that you have in your pocket needs to go to at least getting a swing coach like Chris for a little bit. And then you go get fitted. Then you go get the $2,000 irons and club set. But get a swing coach who's going to like identify. This nigga just recorded my swing on his phone. We did this I'm in Oregon. He's in California, SoCal. We did this on iPhone. He recorded my swing, analyzed it, and was like, "Hey, keep your back foot locked in." And then I was like, "What do I do with my driver?" He was like, "Well, grab your driver. Let me tell you." I showed him my driver swing. He was like, "All right, same aspect to apply. Nice base. Just accelerate through the swing." So it's a I didn't know golf swings were a 3-part thing. I thought it was like a fluid motion. All one. He said it's 3 parts. It's the takeaway, pause, then the acceleration. I have a pretty fucking golf swing. It just goes a bad way.
Yeah.
Now my fucking pretty ass golf swing goes the right way. And I'm a part of a golf league now. And I'm trying to get the long jump contest, dog. I'm with that. So again, shout out to Chris Staples at the Swing Liaison. Please, please, please hit him up. I know that you got a lesson coming up with him sometime soon as well, right?
Yeah, we working on it. I was able to get some swing videos from the golf event with Baltasol. And so I sent that over and he's like, "Yeah, let's set it up. So obviously we got the backyard set up. That's what I'm excited about is that I hope Mayari picks up golf, but I think it'll be easy because again, she's been born into a house with a launch monitor and like her dad wants to get better. I also recently found out that in 2033, the location of the U.S. Open is going to be in Chicago. So, yeah, why not try to qualify for the hometown?
Oh shit!
Classic.
Hey, just keep playing that course. You got
it. So I think that'll be a fun little goal of mine. So I mean, 2033. So
you got some time.
8 years. Yeah, 8 years.
You'll be a senior.
Facts. Yo, and Mayari will be 11. What?
Huh?
Yeah.
47, right?
No, but I mean, Mayari will be 11.
Oh, I thought you meant you.
Yeah, I mean, 8 years. Yeah, I'll be whatever age I'm at.
Rari will be 11. I got you.
Yeah,
I thought you meant for you. I was like, yeah, nigga, let's go. You'll be on the senior tour, but nigga, yeah, you'll be like blocked.
That's really the goal for me. Is if I could be a pro senior like that on the Champions Tour. Like, obviously, I know it's going to be hard, but like, yeah, I don't want to be good at golf now. I like seeing Mayari do what she does. I'll do it when she's settled and she's got her routine. Then, hey, Kate and I can retire and just travel the country and live wherever my daughter goes to college and plays softball or does whatever. Like, bro, like at that point, we ain't no empty nesters. We hopping from place to place.
We hoppers. Yeah, I feel it.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So yeah, again, happy Juneteenth to all you guys listening and watching. If you don't celebrate, get your ass out there and do something about it. If you do celebrate, let us know in the comment section what it is that you do to celebrate Juneteenth with your people and build your community. With that being said, I'm your player party host, Marshall Country Cousin Blair, aka Southside Bunker Bear. That is Sunny D, aka De'Meco, on the south side of Chicago. Make sure you tell somebody you love them because we love you guys. Have a good rest of your night. Peace.
Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who's been a superhero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me. You should try your little father time with me.